listeners at home. Welcome to your darling program. Welcome to Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Nation newspaper. And firstly, we are going to the Punch newspaper. And the headline story here with me in the Punch newspaper. Sanwo-Olu unveiled new blocks of classroom in Ikorodu. 17 Edo local government chairman dumped PDP for APC. Police dismissed inspector in Abia for unethical conduct. Now the story in details. Sanwo-Olu unveiled new blocks of classroom in Ikorodu. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Wednesday unveiled new blocks of classroom at Kene Balogun Senior and Junior College in Ibashe, Ikorodu, Lagos State, to enround the launching of other blocks of classroom across the state. Newly constructed and rehabilitated classroom, the governor, who had earlier conducted a drive-through inspection of the ultra-modern blocks of classroom at Ajegunle Junior High School in Kosofe local government area. He said, education is the cornerstone of our Teams Plus agenda. It is the engine that drives economic growth and reduces inequalities and empower individuals to break the circles of poverty. The governor said, by investments in schools translated to investments in the social economic fibre of the various communities, these new renovated and constructed facilities will serve as a catalyst for change and providing our children with the tools they need to compete in an increasingly globalized world. Sanwo-Olu unveiled new blocks of classroom in Ikorodu. The full details of this story is inside the Punch newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper for today. 17 Edo local government chairman dumped PDP for ABC. 17 out of the 18 local government chairman in Edo State on Wednesday defected from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling Unprogressive Congress. However, the outing chairman of the Orodi local government, Aransom Isako, was notably absent from the defection ceremony, which took place at the new festival hall in the government's house. The local government chairman defections comes days after PDP lawmakers in the state House of Assembly defected to the APC, giving the ruling party's majority status in the legislature. On Wednesday, Governor Monday Okepele welcomed the new members to the APC and praising their courage and political foresight in making the decision to leave the PDP. He emphasized the transformation his administrations have brought to the state in just 4 months and enlightened his effort to change the state's narrative and improve the lives of its people. Let me draw your minds back to where we are coming from as an administration. He practically met Edo that was not working when we came into office. What we met in Edo were insecurity, killings, looting of state treasury, using consultants to deceive Edo people and others backward. Policies implemented by the Obaseki-led administration, but we came and changed the narrative, he said. 17 Edo local government chairman dumped PDP to APC. The full details of this story is inside the Punch newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper for today. Police dismissed inspector in Abia for unethical conduct. Abia State Police Command says, in order to uphold discipline in the force, it has declared and dismissed one of its mobile police officers over unethical conduct. A press statement the command issues on Wednesday and signed by the Police Public Relations Officers PPRO DICP Marun Chineka on behalf of the Commissioner of Police Danladi Issa read, the public is here to be notified that Inspector Kufere Moses Abia State has been dismissed from the Nigeria Police Force effective 21st February 2025. He has also been disquieted and all policy recruitments have been retrieved from him. This action followed administrative disciplinary measure taken against from him. Police dismissed Inspector in Abia for unethical conduct. The full details of these stories inside the Punch newspaper for today. And before we come back to the second edition of this program, the Nation newspaper, if you like to follow live and direct on our website page, you can click on www.abntv network. Likewise on our social media, if you like to follow us, if you like to share comments, you can follow us on our Facebook and click on Abntv OSUN, like, share, comments, and make sure you subscribe. Likewise, you can also follow us on our YouTube and click on Abntv Nigeria. You can also follow us on our Twitter and click on Abntv OSUN as well. And lastly, on our Instagram, make sure you like, share, comments, and subscribe and click on Abntv Nigeria. And before we come back to the second edition of this program, the Nation newspaper, we would like to listen to what we have in our studio. We'll be right back for the second editions.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 OSUN Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich.
Second edition of this program, and I hope you enjoy what we have for you in our studio. Now to the second edition of this program, The Nation newspaper. Osun government berates APC National Secretary calls for states of emergency. Osun State government has berated the National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, for calling for a state of emergency in the state over crisis on the control of local governments. The state government, through the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Kolakpo Alimi, described the advocacy of Bashiru as callous and self-centered and unlawful. He said there was a difference between the political developments in Rivers and Osun State placed side by side, and warning that Bashiru and his party APC should not truncate the peace and tranquility being enjoyed in Osun in attempts to take the reins of governance through the back doors. Alimi said, "I have read what the National Secretary of APC Senator Bashiru said, and concerning the need for the declaration of the state emergency in Osun State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as done in Rivers State on Tuesday. It must, however, be emphasized that only Bashiru alone hold this opinion, but the entire APC members in Osun State who on a daily basis are scheming for one mischievous more or the others to come through the back doors to take these reins of governance in Osun State." Osun government berates APC National Secretary's calls for states of emergency. The full details of these stories inside the Nation newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Nation newspaper for today. President appoints board members of NISO. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed the executive and non-executive board members for the newly established Nigerian Independent System Operators. A statement yesterday in Abuja by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, said Dr. Adesegun Akinolugbade, who served as a chairman of the NISU board, while Abdul Mohammed Bello was named as the managing director. The President also appointed 4 executive directors, Nafisut Asabia Ali to oversee system operations, and Shehu Abba Aliyu for system planning, and Dr. Odmin Eje to head market operations, and Mr. Babajide Ibirunke, who lead finance and corporate services. For non-executive directors, Namu Adu was appointed to represent generations, and Mrs. Folake Satos to represent distribution, and Mr. Tajuddin Giwa joins the board as a market expert. President appoints board members for NISO. The full says of these stories inside the Nation newspaper for today. And lastly, with me in the Nation newspaper for today, APC said to release blueprints on its ideology. The National Working Committee of the newly All Progressive Congress, APC, has said it will soon release a blueprint declaring the party ideological stand. The Director General of the Progressive Initiative, the Think Tank and Intellectual Resource Center of the APC, Dr. Larry Adeboye, announced this while speaking with the nations yesterday in Abuja. Adebayo said, as part of this deliberate effort to embark on adhering and deeply rooted ideological driving political party system, the leadership of this APC has mandated initiatives to come up with an ideology. He said the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the National Chairman of All Progressive Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Gadunje, are determined to chart a path toward providing an ideological foundation for governance as well as for the APC. I can tell you authoritatively that the national chairman will soon inaugurate a committee of experts whose job is to progressive ideology of the APC. Admitting that party politics in Nigeria is not ideologically rooted, Adebayo said APC leaders were conscious of this, which informed that he called the deliberate attempt to develop an ideology for the party. APC says to release blueprints on its ideology. The full details of these stories inside the Nation newspaper for today. And that's what we have on our newspaper review. If you like to like and share and comment and subscribe on our website, which you can click on www.abntv network. Likewise, we have our social media. You can follow us on our Facebook and click share, comments, and make sure you subscribe and click on Abntv Houston. You can also follow us on our YouTube and click on Abntv Nigeria. Likewise, on our Instagram, you can follow us on Abntv Houston as well. And lastly, on our Twitter, you can follow us on Abntv Nigeria. My name is Kenya Folabi. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bye for now. And I wish you a blessed and prosperous day. Bye for now.